All right, so Illuvium Beyond has been out for about 3 weeks now, and the team just announced the reward system. The rewards are going to be paid out to the top 100 wallets on the leaderboard. So these payouts are per week. So every week, the first place wallet is going to get 12 ILV. Second place is going to get 6 ILV. Third place is going to get 3 ILV. And then 4th through 10th place will get 2 ILV. 11th through 50th place will get 1 ILV. And 51st through 100 will get half an ILV. Now, this is every week. Once this happened, the floors started to rise on a lot of the premium Illuvatars as well as those premium accessories. And you might be thinking, well, now this is just a whale game. Whoever has the most money is going to be in the leaderboard and going to be earning this ILV. And to an extent, you are correct. But if you do it very efficiently, if you're efficient with your money and in the power scores you can get, it might not be as much money as you think. I put together this spreadsheet with the floor prices for every alluvial and every accessory, and I'm going to show you how you can get into that top 100 as efficiently as possible. Right now, to break into that top 100, you need about 330,000 points. And I believe I've laid out probably the cheapest possible way to get to that amount of points, get into that top 100 to be earning that half of an ILV every week. And again, it might be a little less money than you think. So the bulk of your points are going to come from what you decide to put your accessories on. Let's just start off right with the accessories. If you see in the sheet going across the top, I have listed the tier 1, stage 1 accessories going across for each slot. And then I moved down the list with the floor prices underneath it. I think you need to pick one Illuvatar for each set of accessories. So one Illuvatar is going to have all tier 1, stage 1 accessories. Another Illuvatar is going to have all tier 1, stage 2 accessories, and then so on. And this is just a great way to be efficient, because if you start mixing up accessories, not only do you lose your efficiency, but you just start getting confused with what is the best alluvial to fit in certain sleeves. And I'm also giving some recommendations on what I think are the best alluvials to use for these accessories. As you can see going down this left side, I think for the tier 1s, stage 1 and stage 2 accessories, you should be using a hollow tier 1, stage 1 alluvial. That's going to give you a base power of almost 900, and you're going to be able to fit it into 11 different sleeves. And for those tier 1, stage 1 accessories, you're looking at about $7.50. Based off of the floor right now, the floor does seem to be rising every day, so these numbers might be a little differently from when you're watching the video. For the tier 1, stage 2, I would also go with another hollow tier 1, stage 1 alluvial. So for those first two options, you're looking at either the Atlas, Archie, or Kuka. And then you're going to move on to the tier 1, stage 3, and tier 2, stage 1. Both of those, I think, should be a hollow tier 1, stage 2 alluvial. So you're looking at Kukulus, Axon, and Tiente. Those alluvials are going to be able to fit into 12 slots. You're looking at a base power of around 1,300, and those are going to cost you a little over $12 or about $10.50. So for the next one, I'm recommending a hollow Lynx. Now the Lynx has the least amount of sleeves to fit into, but you can get it pretty cheap for the amount of points that it can give. The base hollow Lynx is going to give you about $13.39 for points, and when you add up the base cost of the accessories, you're looking at just under $11 for that one. Then the hollow Nimble Lynx, this I think is the best value on the market for points. So you can get one with a base of 1509. It'll fit into 10 different sleeves. If you use the tier 2 stage 3 accessories, you're looking at about $44 right there for over 22,000 points. Now for the next 5. So we're looking at the tier 3 stage 1 going down to the tier 4 stage 2 accessories. I think you should be using a hollow stage 3 Lynx. So your Ember Lynx, your Flora Lynx, whatever ones are available. So I'm putting those for the next 5 spots. Now those base Illuvatars are going to get you just about 1,800 points for about $56. But as you go across the board, you're looking at around a $64 investment, $105 321, 134, and 380. Now, I know a lot of that seems like a lot of money, but you're getting a ton of points for what you're doing. Like I said, for each one of these, 34,000, 32,000, 33,000 points. And this is only if you get the lowest base Illuvitar. You could find some with rare expressions or a rare background to give you even more points. Now, for the Tier 4 Stage 3 through the Tier 5 Stage 3, I'm saying don't even worry about this. If you're trying to be as efficient with your money, once you get into these accessories, I think you're completely losing that efficiency. If you really wanted to bond an Illuvitar with any of these, I would be looking at one of those really high tier Illuvitars, like in a Dorius or a Ramfire. But again, even when you get into those Illuvitars, you're losing your money efficiency. So that's basically going to cover it for the accessories part. Then when you get down here, you can see I have basically all the other available Illuvitars listed, and there's only 4 that I'm recommending you probably don't buy, which would be the Ramfire, the Goliath, the Dorado, not even sure how to say that correctly, and the Geyser. So if you went and bought the base Illuvial for all these, I have the prices right there, 30 cents, 53 cents, and you're going all the way up to about $3.50, $25 for a Singe, 43 for a Squiz, 15 for a Crunk, 32 for a Slashin. And what all this is going to do for you is you're looking to get about 330,000 points for around $1,250. Now, I know that seems like a lot of money for a lot of people. If that $1,250 can get you half an ILV per week, right now ILV is sitting at around $60, so that's $30 per week. If we do some math, 30 times 52 weeks, be over $1,500. Now, obviously, we have future waves coming out, so this $1,250 isn't going to keep you in the top 100 for very long. At most, maybe a couple months. But, for a couple months, you could be getting, close to that 365% APY. So some other notes that I had about this, all of my numbers here are based on your base background, and I'm not even considering the bonuses you get from filling out a background collection. So there's some extra points right there. I'm not even considering the completion bonuses for any of the albums. So each time you finish one of those, you're going to get some extra points onto that. Same with backgrounds. You have expressions. Now, I put the base price for the Tier 1 expression, but sometimes those Tier 2 expressions are not much more than the Tier 1 expression, and they're going to give you a lot more points. So you could find good deals on that to get more points. In this calculation, I'm not taking into consideration the Tier 0 Illuvials. In my personal opinion, I think you should just get the cheapest base Tier 0 Illuvials to complete the album. These Tier 2 Illuvials are going to be available for each future wave. So there's really no urgency to get good high tier ones right now. And like I said, that 330,000, at least at the time of this recording, will break you into that top 100, which could be getting you half an ILV per week. Half an ILV right now is $30. Half an ILV a year and a half ago was, almost $1,000. So we could see a lot of appreciation in the coin price, and that could lead to even greater returns. But like I did mention, there are going to be new waves every 3 months. So even if you break into that top 100 now for, say, this $1,250, once we have wave 2 out, it's going to cost a lot more to buy up discs and fill out the collection for the wave 2 in order to stay in that top 100. But then again, if you're earning the ILV every week, you can just flip that into SILV2, get a little discount, and save that up for the wave 2 Illuvials. One more thing I didn't mention here. So what I could do here is if I decided I didn't want to spend this $380 on the Tier 4 Stage 2 Illuvials, or even if I didn't want to spend the $134 for the Tier 4 Stage 1 Illuvials, I can just check those off. And I can see down here, it's going to leave me with about $262,000 for only $733. You can play around with other things here. So you can say you want to add in the Geyser. Now, I think you're losing efficiency when you do this, but then you're back up to around $900 and you have that $276. But this is a cool little tool to see about how many points you could get for how much money. I feel like I've been rambling. I hope all of that made sense. If anything was confusing, just comment down below and I answer every comment that comes through. I'm currently one of the few people who are still dealing with a bug that I'm not getting onto the leaderboard. At the time of this recording, I have about 388,000, so I think I would be around 70th place. I'm going to try my best to get into that top 50 so I can be making one ILB per week. But I'm really not the biggest whale out here. The only reason I'm able to compete right now is because I was lucky enough to pull that blazing ram fire in the first week. Yeah, that's it. I hope it helped. None of this is financial advice. Subscribe down below. Leave a comment. See you in the next video.